from Nicole's Nails. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, hey, I am Nicole. It's wonderful to meet you. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How you doing? It's good to see you. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas weekend, or happy Kwanzaa if you celebrate that. So today's video is for the January polish pickup. I cannot believe we are in January already. Mind-blowing, to be perfectly honest. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter than my usual polish pickup video, as you could tell by the thumbnail. I am on a bit of a break from swatching, so I have significantly less items to share with you all. Good news, I am feeling so much better. This little break definitely helped my mental health stuff so much. So if you are new, Polish Pickup is a monthly indie collaboration, limited edition nail polishes, as well as a few non-nail polish items. I will have all that information down in the description box, along with a link to my blog post with all of my swatch photos. I will also have timestamps down there. Sorry, I got interrupted by my husband. So I will also have links and all of the sale information down in the description box. Let's just get into this video. First up, we have Cameo Colors Lacquers with Pink Peppercorns. This polish was inspired by pink peppercorns and is described as a cranberry red jelly base with scattered holographic sparkle, gold holographic micro glitter, crystal chameleon flakies, gold metallic microflakes, as well as silver hollow microflakes. It's priced at $11.50 for 15 ml and has a cap of 105 bottles. Pink Peppercorns had a wonderful jelly formula. It does start off fairly sheer, so you will definitely want to build this one up for the most opacity. I found that this had like a lot of like sparkly things in it, but it does not dry down super textured. All of the glitters and flakes spread very evenly and easily on their own. This polish is also extremely holographic. This is going to be one of those polishes that will blind you in the sunlight. I tweaked my lighting here so you all could see the holographic sparkle a little bit better. So I think this one is going to be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your own nail length and also personal preference. I found that third coat did deepen the color to what I was seeing in the bottle. However, it was very even coverage, so you could definitely get away with 2 coats if you only want to go in for 2 coats. If you have longer nails, you will have some visible nail line in 2 coats though. Again, nothing in here dry down textured or will be overly difficult to remove. I also did not experience any staining. I soaked this polish off very easily. Next up, we have Fancy Gloss with Dried Roses. At the time of recording, I do not have an inspiration, but I am going to assume that it is dried roses. And this one is described as a dark green when cold to a pink when warm thermal polish with a green to light green to copper to gold to clear flake. It's priced at $12.50 for 15 ml and has a cap of 400 bottles. Dried Roses was absolutely gorgeous. Just to get that out there, this one was really, really stunning in person. So it did not feel overly thick or thin, and I had 0 application issues. This one started changing on me right away. I found the warm state is a very pale pink. I would dare call it some people's type of nude polish. And then the cold state is like a very dark green. Not so dark that it will look black, not so dark that I would call it an army green. It is somewhere in that sweet spot between like a old green and an army green. So like I said, this one started changing on me right away. I always find this brand's thermals to be very reactive. The flakes all dry fairly flat. This one does dry down dull, so you will want top coat for a nice glossy finish. I think it'll be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your own personal preference. Nothing in here will dry down textured or be overly difficult to remove, and no problems with staining. Next up, we have Heather's Hues with Starflower. This polish was inspired by borage, and it is described as a trithermal that shifts from a purple when cold to a periwinkle blue in the middle, and in the warmest state is colorless, which looks like a very pale lavender. This polish also has silver reflective glitters as well as iridescent flakes. It's priced at $12.50 for 15 ml and has no cap. Starflower had a fantastic formula. I found it felt slightly jellyish in application. It is a little bit sheer when you first start this one out, so you will want to build it up for full opacity. The thermal aspect in this one started changing on me right away. The reflective glitters in this will dry down slightly textured. I have found with wearing reflective polishes that these are really best paired with a glitter smoothing top coat. These are very top coat hungry glitters. I have found that you just don't quite get the same level of smoothness with 2 coats of top coat that you do when you pair your top coat with a glitter smoothing top coat. This polish really blew my mind. I have never seen a reflective polish like this in my entire life. Like, I know they're newer polishes, but this is the first time that I'm seeing one like this, and my mind is truly blown. The trithermal colors were as described in person for me. I found this to be very reactive, like all of Heather's thermals. So I think this one is going to be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your own personal preference. But do know, in the warmest state, you will have visible nail line. I found in the other color states I did not have any VNL, but in the very warmest state, I did have some VNL. So my photos show Star Flower in 3 coats plus 2 coats of top coat. For the easiest removal, I would highly suggest soaking this polish off. I soaked it off with no issues. If you scrub it off, you will likely have some issues. And the next item that I'm going to be talking about is the Heather's Hues What Is This Sorcery Lotion. If you have watched any of my polish pickup wishlist videos, any videos where I talk about my favorite products, you would have heard me talk about this one. Just a heads up, this lotion does contain sweet almond oil and other oils that are derived from seeds/nuts. The ingredients list up on the screen now. I love this lotion so much. This is the lotion that I personally use like in my day-to-day life. This is the lotion that I keep like everywhere around my house. This month's fragrance is Bergamot and Tarragon. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I forgot to check before I did this. So I generally prefer sweet and bakery fragrances. I don't tend to like fragrances like this. So again, this month I went into this one fully prepared not to like it. So it has a very earthy kind of natural, slightly floral, I would say. I would say it's in the floral family, but it's a very natural. It doesn't smell like a gender. I know I've been asked that before. If something smells feminine or masculine, I don't smell this and think like any specific gender, to be honest. It smells really nice. Again, it's not a fragrance that I would pick out for myself, but it is a scent that I do plan on to continue using. It's definitely really nice. It'll be a nice change for me. I can't praise the Heather's Hues lotion enough. Like the WiTS lotion, fantastic. I love this stuff. I feel like I'm always singing the praises of this lotion, but like it's my favorite lotion for a reason. And now we have KBShimmer with Say It Ain't Cilantro. This polish was inspired by cilantro and is described as a fun herb green polish loaded with a blend of reflective pigments. It's priced at $11 for 15 ml and has no cap. Say It Ain't Cilantro had a fantastic formula. The base felt slightly on the thicker side, but it was very easy to work with. I did not have any application issues. The green base is like a perfect natural shade of green, if that makes sense. Like it's like a plant green color. This one is also very reflective. It will also be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your own personal preference. I kind of messed up while I was swatching this one. So my middle nail will be showing this one in 3 coats. My other nails are actually in 2 coats. I found the coverage was definitely better in the 3rd coat, but it's passable in 2 coats. The 3rd coat does add a little bit more color depth and opacity. Due to the reflective nature of this polish, it does dry down fairly textured. If you like textured polishes, this will actually be just fine without top coat. If you want a really smooth finish, I would recommend pairing this one with a glitter smoothing top coat. As per usual, I use the Glisten and Glow Glitter Grabber before going in with my usual KBShimmer top coat. Removal on this polish will be slightly on the more difficult side. I would definitely recommend soaking this polish off or pairing it with a peel-off base coat. Do not try to scrub this off. You'll be in for a bad time. I will have my video on how to soak off your polish linked down in the description box. So this item I'm going to be talking about is the KBShimmer Nail Polish Thinner. Yes, my bottle looks like absolute trash. It's well used, okay? So this just shows I do use it. So I was originally sent this one by KBShimmer when they first had this in polish pickup. This is about how much I've used since then. I'll put a month, what month that was here. I use this quite a lot. I go through several ounces of top coat every year. Yes, ounces of top coat. So I generally use nail polish thinner with my top coat. If anyone's curious, I generally do use the KBShimmer quick dry top coat with almost all of my swatches. So I love this nail polish thinner. It's fantastic. It lasts quite a while. So I swatch dozens of polishes every month, and I generally only need to use this with my top coat. So if you only do manicures like once or twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, whatever, this is going to last you a very, very, very long time. I have used this with both my indies as well as mainstreams, and it works fantastic. So this one will also work well with any top coats that you have that aren't 5 free. Basically any of the frees or even the non-free polishes, this will work well for. So yeah, this one is really fantastic. I have used mine quite a bit. I was going to use my old footage that I originally recorded for this one, but I did not like it, so I didn't want to. I don't have the pricing on this, but depending on if I get it by the time this video goes up, I'll be putting it here, and I'll also update my blog post with it. And now we have Leesha's Lacquer with Spicy Mayo. This polish was inspired by Spicy Mayo, and it is described as a mustard yellow crelly base with red and orange micro flakies. It's priced at $12 for 15 ml and has no cap. Spicy Mayo had a wonderful crelly formula. The base did not feel overly thick or thin, and I had 0 application issues. The micro flakies in here are really, really small, so they all spread out very evenly and easily without giving off any texture. If you tried the Leesha's Lacquer polish called Tacos from a few polish pickups ago, the formula is very similar to that one. So this one is on the lighter end of the mustard spectrum for the base color. I honestly hate Spicy Mayo, but like the inspo for this polish really just made me kind of chuckle. So I swatched this polish in 3 coats. I think shorter nails will likely be good in 2. I feel like I was honestly being a little bit picky with wanting to go in for that 3rd coat, just a heads up there. So like I mentioned, nothing in here will dry down textured or be overly difficult to remove. I did not experience any staining. I only needed 1 coat of top coat to completely smooth this polish out. Next up, we have LynB Designs with Bready to Jam. This polish was inspired by saffron and is described as a wild berry tinted base with pink to orange to yellow shifting shimmer, hollow microflakes, and linear holographic. It's priced at $13 for 15 ml and has no cap. Bready to Jam had a really wonderful formula. This polish was absolutely gorgeous. The base did not feel overly thick or thin, and again, no application issues. The shimmer in here is very color shifty. I was seeing a pink to gold with like a green at very, very extreme angles. The holographic in here is also extremely strong in both like my normal lighting around my house as well as out in direct sunlight. This polish starts off pretty sheer. I did have some VNL in 3 coats. The coverage is very even, so if you don't mind extremely obvious visible nail line, it is passable in 2 if you just want like a sheer wash of color. In 3 coats, I did have some visible nail line on both like my natural nail as well as my extension nail. I don't personally mind that. I do think if you go in for very thick coats or even a 4th coat, this could be 100% opaque. This also could be used as a topper. So nothing in here will dry down textured or be difficult to remove. You will want top coat for a glossy finish. Did not have any issues with staining. And the final polish is by Restored by Polish, and this one is called Everything But the Kitchen Sink. I do not have an inspiration or an official description, so I'm just going to tell you all what I was seeing in person. So this one for me was a black jelly base with a mixture of holographic and iridescent glitters in a variety of sizes. This polish is priced at $11.50 for 12 ml and has a cap of 100 bottles. This polish had a fantastic formula. Because it is a jelly, you will definitely want to build it up for opacity. The glitters all spread out very evenly and easily with giving off very minimal texture. This one is going to look like a little Galaxy Mani in a bottle. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So as I mentioned, you will want to build this one up for full opacity. I found to get full opacity, I needed 3 coats. Coverage was very even, so it will likely be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your own personal preference, or you could just wear this as a topper. Due to the amount of glitters in this one, I did pair this with the Glisten and Glow Glitter Grabber just to completely smooth it out. I don't know if that was 100% necessary, but I just wanted to make sure that this was like 100% smooth, so I did use that before going in with my usual quick dry top coat. Removal for this polish will be on the difficult side due to all those glitters. Soak this one off or pair it with a peel off base coat for the easiest removal. And the actual final polish is by Sassy Sauce Polish, and this is called Saffron Sizzle. This polish was inspired by the saffron flower, and it is described as a shifty multi-chrome shimmer that will shift from a pink to gold to green in a lightly tinted indigo base with red to black multi-chrome flakies. It's priced at $12.50 for 15 ml and has a cap of 300 bottles. Saffron Sizzle had a fantastic formula. It does start off a little bit sheer, but it does build up for full opacity. I was seeing all of the described colors in that shimmer, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. I was not seeing any brush strokes either. The multi-chrome flakes all spread very evenly and easily as well, without, again, no texture from the flakes either. This was one of those polishes that when I swatch it, I don't want to swatch anything else because I just want to keep it on forever and ever. This one just looks really, really gorgeous. So you're seeing that beautiful color shift here. My eyes were picking up the pink to gold to green, and I swear I was seeing like a hint of blue at extreme angles. So I think this one's going to be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your own nail length. Longer nails will likely want to go in for 3 coats. Short nails will probably be good in 2. So nothing in here will dry down texture, but you will want top coat for a nice glossy finish, and this will not be difficult to remove. Alrighty, and so that is everything. Also, side note, apologies if you can hear like rattling or anything in the background. Wayne is in the basement right underneath of this room doing something. I don't know what it is he's doing, but he's doing something and it's loud, and I really want to get this video up, so we're going to deal with it. Alrighty, so for my top picks this month, surprise, I had a hard time. For my top pick this month, I'm going to go with the Hues polish. No surprise there, to be honest. But the reason why this one is going to be my #1 this month, so far I have tried, I think like 4 or 5 different reflective polishes, and I have really, really been loving them quite a bit. And this is the most unique one that I have tried thus far. It's a trithermal, it has flakies, and it's a reflective. Like, that alone makes it like amazing, and I just thought the formula was fantastic. It looked really, really, really cool, and it's a Hues. To be real, yeah. So yeah, this one is going to be my top pick this one. I just think this one definitely, don't skip this one. This is really, really cool. My second top pick this month is going to be the Sassy Sauce Polish. It's the shifty shimmer multi-chrome kind of thing. I love these. And so that's why this one is going to be #2. And the final top pick is going to be the KBShimmer polish. Again, these reflective polishes are just really, really cool. I also really like how these are also part of them are like texture. Like if you don't wear top coat with them, they do feel pretty textured, which I really love. I love textured polishes. But again, if you want these to be perfectly smooth, I would recommend pairing them with a glitter smoothing top coat. I like the Glisten and Glow glitter smoothing top coat. I've also tried the Colores de Carol one, and that one works really well as well. Doubling up on top coat works okay, but I have found that they, it doesn't stay smooth for like days on end. If you just double up on your top coat, so there's that, just a pro tip. So I would love to know what everyone's planning on picking up for polish pickup. Everyone just had a fantastic holiday month this past December. I can't wait to show you all what's coming up for this channel in January. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I was on a little bit of a break through November and December, well, mostly for December. I am feeling just so much better. I definitely needed that time off. I think I'm going to start scheduling like little mini breaks throughout the year instead of just wearing myself thin for months on end. But yeah, also thank you all so much for all of the messages and comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit subscribe if you have not yet already, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! So like a ton of brands each month get together, follow theme, and release nail polishes and